He used to wake up before sunrise, not because he loved mornings, but because life demanded it. The alarm rang. He reached for his phone. Missed calls, messages, bills, deadlines. Beside him, his wife slept lightly. She opened her eyes and whispered, "Will you have breakfast?" "Later," he said, already standing. In the kitchen, the smell of warm bread filled the air. His wife had been awake for an hour. At the door, his small son stood holding a toy car. "Baba, can we play 4 or 5 minutes?" The man tied his shoes. "Later." "Okay, Baba is latte." The boy nodded. He always nodded. Years passed, like pages flipping too fast. Promotions came, money increased, responsibility grew heavier. But time became smaller. Every night, he returned home exhausted. His daughter waited with her school notebook. "Can you help me read?" "Later," he said, loosening his tie. She waited, then waited less, then stopped asking. His wife sat beside him one night and said softly, "You are here, but you are not with us." He replied, without looking up, "I'm doing this for our future." She smiled, not happily, but tired. One winter evening, the power went out. No TV, no phone charging, no distractions. The man sat in darkness. His son sat across the room, taller now. "Do you remember?" the son asked. "When I used to wait with my toy car?" The man laughed nervously. "You were very small," the son replied. "I waited every day." Silence filled the room. The power came back, and with it, noise returned. But something inside the man felt broken. More years passed. The son stopped coming home early. The daughter spent more time in her room. The wife stopped asking questions. One night, the man came home early. A rare decision. He imagined dinner together, conversation, laughter. But the house was quiet, cold food on the table. Lights off in most rooms. He knocked on his son's door. "No." Answer. He checked his daughter's room. Empty. He asked his wife, "Where are the kids?" She replied calmly, "They grew up." "That fast, eh? Haskip?" She looked at him and said, "They waited for you. You were always busy." A week later, the son moved out. The man helped carry boxers. At the door he said, "I'm proud of you." The son smiled politely. "Thank you." That was all. No hug, no tears, just distance. Years later, the man retired. For the first time in his life, he had time. No meetings, no deadlines, no pressure. He woke up latte, sat in the living room. Silent. He called his son. "Busy," the voice said. "I'll call you later." He called his daughter. "I have work," she said. "Later, okay." He sat there, holding the phone, and for the first time, he heard his own words coming back to him. One evening, he opened an old drawer. Inside were drawings, school notes, a broken toy car. His hands trembled. He remembered the mornings, the excuses, the laters. Tears fell quietly, not loudly, not dramatically, just heavy. That night, he wrote a note in his diary. "I thought I was building a future, but I forgot to live in the present." He looked at the empty house and whispered to himself, "I worked so hard not to lose my family and still lost them." Final life lesson: success means nothing if you are alone to enjoy it. People don't disappear suddenly. They fade quietly. Time is not waiting for your schedule one day. Work will end. One day, children will grow. One day, later will become never.